Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to break down some more left-hand accompaniment patterns that I used in my piano arrangement of the song Wolves. I'll be showing you these patterns using the same chords as the original song, but of course these patterns work with any other chord as well. I'll also include scale degree numbers to describe the notes I'm playing to make it easier to transpose. And if you don't know what scale degrees are, you can always watch my tutorial linked above. Now let's get started. Today I'll be using the chords B minor, D major, G major, and A major. Pattern number 1 will be a rocking single note pattern. And adding a right hand melody. Pattern number 2 will be a mixture of arpeggios and chords. Now adding a right hand melody. Pattern number 3 will again be playing around with a basic arpeggio. Pattern number 4 is just like pattern number 2, but leaves out the sharp 7th in the D major chord. For these next patterns, we'll switch up the order of chords a bit and use G major, A major, B minor, and A major. For pattern 5, we'll alternate the chord with this single note bass. Pattern 6 continues this same structure, just lower down the keyboard. Let's switch up the chord order again and use G major, A major, B minor, and D major. We'll be using jumping octaves for pattern number 7. Make sure when you practice that you aren't just slapping at the keys, but you are preparing and covering the notes before you arrive to make sure that you have accurate playing. The key to playing fast and accurate isn't rushing to play the note quickly. It's practicing getting to the note early so that you have time to cover the note before you play it. Pattern number 8 is simply playing the octave followed by root position chords and inversions. The key to making this interesting is using a syncopated rhythm. The final pattern is just an arpeggio up and down, but what makes it interesting and challenging is that we skip the root on the top and play the third instead. For this pattern, you may want to switch up the fingering depending on what chord you use. Sometimes I like to use continuous fingering, and sometimes it's easier to use a thumb for the top note and the second note coming down. If this is a bit too challenging for you, remember you can always simplify by leaving out some notes. Leaving out the last note gives you time to prepare for the next chord, and it's really not that noticeable to the listener.
And there are simply too many notes. That's all. Just cut a few and it'll be perfect.
And with the right hand melody on top, it sounds like this. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and gave you some ideas for your own arrangements. If you haven't yet watched the full version of my Wolves piano cover, you can do so by clicking the link below. See you guys next week.